Okay, so this is a Lowe's special, super overpriced. I don't recommend buying sheet metal from them to cut, but this is what I have on hand. This is 16 gauge, and we're going to see if I can cut. I cut this side of here. I can. Let's see if I can pull up this program and try to cut it on the 16 gauge. So let's draw it. So let's zero this out. Use this as kind of a template. Let's see what we got. So that's what we're looking at. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to turn the amperage up to 14. I think that'll be adequate. Let's let's do this thing. Torch height control is off. Alright, so that looked better. It did look like the plate warped a little bit in the back, so I kind of just held it down with some pliers because I just wanted it to cut to probably come out a little bit better. Let's see if we can get some of this knocked out. So there's some pretty heavy dross on the back of this, and that's kind of still fused in there. The W and the K and the end of the Z there. So there's a good amount of dross here. I probably should have done a test cut because I knew I was gonna have a little bit here, and I probably should have done a test cut just to see. Just to try to eliminate dross, so I would have had a better outcome. But I'm gonna go and take a grinder with a flapper wheel and try to take out some of this dross, and hopefully these will pop out a lot easier. And that's what I got. So the dross was pretty heavy on the back. So I'm guessing that I had the cutter much too turned down. I had set it at 14, and as it was cutting, I saw that it was kind of having a problem. So I kind of turned it up to just 16. But compared to the stainless, it's super thin. The stainless is super thin, and it cut through with 10 pretty easily. But this seems to probably need a little bit more to cut the 16 gauge. But it did it. It wasn't the cleanest of cuts, that's for sure. I have to do a little bit more dialing in to get exactly what I want. But it's a start. This is one of the more successful cuts that I've had. So yeah. In the next day or so, I'm gonna go and get some more sheet metal. I'm gonna actually get a big 4x8 sheet, and then I'm gonna go in and hopefully actually do some actual tests, inches per minute, and see what actually works best for that material. And hopefully I'll have better luck next time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple test cuts. I'm going to try messing with different speed rates, and hopefully I can figure out a good speed that doesn't cause dross. Because if you can see this lip here, that's some heavy dross. So I'm going to try to eliminate this and see which speed will work best for 16 gauge, and that's what this sheet right here that it just cut was. So let's do some test cuts. Alright, so we're going from 55 down to 35. $65. Looks like almost 60 is probably the best way to go. Yeah, that's slow. That's a real slow. Big globs. So I'm thinking that this is the way to go right here. So I believe, right, so it's 5 increments. This one was 35, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So I think 55 is my magic number. All right. Alright, so I found some cool like element signs that somebody had made online, and it's the 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, and water that I got drawn up. The only thing I have to do a little bit of the post-process work to put it in G-code, and then I should be able to run it. I'm going to get this on the table here. This is a little bit bigger. Important. Alright, there they are. So hopefully we can pick these up without having any issues. There's earth. There's water. There's fire. Water. Alright, let's take them outside and look at them. Alright, so they look pretty good. I could actually knock off most of the dross just with rubbing it with my glove. Looks like. I lied to you, that was the top, not the bottom. But they look pretty good. In the program, there's a couple that had like some flat spots. Like this one has a very flat spot, but that was kind of like the program, not really due to the table itself. But see, there's some heavy dross in there. There's some dross there. But overall, they look pretty good. So I'm going to try cleaning these up and maybe throw some paint on them. card ran out of memory while I was cleaning these up. So there they are. I'm gonna get a hole punch, and I'm gonna punch a spot in all 4 of these, and then drill a hole so they can be hung. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to paint them. All right, so these are old. I've done these in school. I went to school for welding, so there was a automated cutting class. But so here they are. They're all finished and hung up in the shop. They look pretty good, all 4 of the elements. Kind of inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender. A little kind of nerdy. But so I think I'm gonna do this in kind of like episodes. So this will be episode 2, and I'm working on episode 3 now. So yeah, till next time, peace.